Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So a false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he's going to be taken down right now. He's going to use one more time. As they head to the sideline and talk about what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their first drive of the game, they were moving the ball okay, then the interception, but they only gave up 3 points the other direction.
Yeah, and that's a big relief for them because when you give up an interception like that, it can be such a momentum changer, but to only give up 3 on the back end gives you a chance to walk back out on the field, and while you're behind, it doesn't feel insurmountable at all.
On 2nd and 1, Griffin. He's got a man, that's Marshall. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw is RG3. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Let's go now.
They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. Trying to cover Cooper there a little too closely.
And he's such a tough cover because he runs his route so well. Hard to stay with him and hard to figure out exactly where the break points are. And in this case, he created another pass interference call.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Griffin. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Andrews. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
This feels like something we'd see more commonly, CD, in a college game. They give it to the receiver down here in the red zone, but it winds up successful.
Yeah, partner, I think you think it's less likely to find running space to the edge down here close to the end zone where things are so condensed. But a lot of times you end up focusing on the running backs, and they're able to slip it to the receiver, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Tucking with an extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll throw now on the final play. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Chris McAllister. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
A give, it's ETN off the option.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action, it's Griffin. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Griffin. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses. And defense can capitalize, but when you finally hit it and he carries it into the end zone, that's what you're playing in for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch. Take it to the house.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
23 yards, the final tally. They'll go option to the short side. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Okay, ready?
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Up the middle, it's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Now they send the tight end in motion left.
Do it again, defense.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Williams will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. They'll try and throw for it with Griffin. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go now. Call red. Yellow, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On play action, they'll throw. And that will be
Causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. He hit his first, this one from 38. Gonzalez's kick is good. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game, and sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now Griffin. That's into the hands of Marshall. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Griffin. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Nearly an interception. If that one's picked off, it's over. So a new lease on life, so to speak.
A lot of times when you're in coverage, you're so focused on the man and the coverage that sometimes the ball, if it arrives, it surprises you. That may have happened to him in that situation.
On third down, here's Etienne. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Let's go now. Trap 50, trap 50.
Here's Griffin. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. A really nice effort that time. 12 yards on the keeper, picking up the first.
Here we go.
And the tight end goes in motion left. On the option to give to Williams here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Here's the option going right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that.
Here we go, here we go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take the knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. He'll keep it himself. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Number 38. Quick, Taylor. Ready?
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now what can RG3 do here in overtime? Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now. They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.